Whoa, what's going on, everybody? Top Flight TV here. Hit the like button when you come in the room, man. Hit the subscribe button. We in the building, man. It's an afternoon tap in. Mr. Top Flight Films. How's everybody feeling? As y'all can see, I'm a little beat, man. I'm a little tired, dog. I've been grinding. Been very productive. You dig? But we here. What's going on? Y'all come on up in here. Got a couple things to talk about today. Big shout out to everybody that's been joining me, man. We've been really getting it in on these topics. And today I got a different topic. It's not the same type of topic that I normally cover. I really don't like getting into relationship stuff, but I think it's a message in here that needs to be spoken about. You know what I mean? The Cardi B Offset thing. So should I get into that first, or should I get into Dolph? I don't know. We gonna see where it go, man. But we in here, Top Flight TV, man. Afternoon tap in. Matter of fact, I'm gonna start with this. I'm gonna start with I'm gonna get to Cardi B next, right? Let's start with the internet propaganda, man. I want y'all to be very careful out here. It is a mass amount of internet propaganda. It's a mass amount of false information. As Donald Trump would say, it's a lot of fake news going on. And it's really alarming because when you go on like Facebook or even Instagram, but Facebook, I notice it's a lot of false information. And it's important that we not putting bad information out there. It doesn't matter what the topic or the information is about, but you don't want to get in the habit of just putting anything out there. And it's a lot of that going on. And a lot of smart people are falling for it. A lot of intelligent people that I know are intelligent, they just post, they see something and they just post it. Okay? And it's dangerous. It's dangerous. Let's get to Cardi B. And speaking of that, revolving around this Cardi B thing, there was some false information about her and Offset. All right, if you know, you know. There was a tweet going on where she was saying that she had, her and Offset had relations, and that turned out to be false. But a lot of people shared it as if it was real. Paris in the building. What's going on? Rink B, how you doing, man? Rimp B. Yeah, so let's get into it, man. Cardi B Offset. I want y'all to give me y'all take. Give me your comments, man. Tell me how you feel about the situation. I'm going to go into it. Again, I think it's a lesson to be learned, right? Ladies, listen up. Fellas, listen up. I think it's a lesson to be learned in this whole Cardi B controversy, Cardi B and Offset. I don't get into the relationship gossip thing like that, but sometimes something sticks out to me, and I want to talk about it. So Cardi B, of course, she went online yesterday, I think it was, and she blasted Offset. She basically let it be known that Offset, you're not like that. It was rough to watch. I don't normally click on her stuff, but being a man, that was real rough to watch. She got on that internet, man, and just went all the way in on dude. Um, oh, I got a Diddy question. Uh-oh. Hold up. Let me pause this for a Diddy question. Under protest says, I just have to ask, do you think Diddy will unalive himself in prison, or do you think he has too much pride to where he knows he's guilty, but he'll still go to court? I think Diddy is a fighter. I think Diddy, I think Diddy's a fighter. You know what I'm saying? I think Diddy will, he will exhaust every option. Okay, he will do everything in his power to win first. All right, Diddy's not going down without a fight. I want to know why he has that lawyer that he has. That lawyer seems to be a little off. That lawyer is not sharp. I expected that for Diddy to have a whole team. He should have had a whole team of lawyers. I don't understand why he didn't have a whole team of lawyers. But to answer your question, um, I think if he gets a hefty sentence, I think that will happen. I think it's a good chance of that happening. But on the flip side, I can also see Diddy rocking out. I can see Diddy rocking out and say, and just doing it like doing his time. You know what I'm saying? Some people are built different, and some people know how to adapt. You know what I'm saying? So, because we got to remember, he still has children out here. I don't know if Epstein had kids. You know what I'm saying? But Diddy still got kids out here, man. So Diddy, I think he's built different. I think that he's a little, off upstairs, and I think that'll work to his benefit. You know what I'm saying? But back to Cardi B. So, in a nutshell, Cardi B jumped online. She was really shitting on Offset. I don't know why she brought it to the internet. And she was basically saying that she had relations with somebody while she was pregnant. Okay. And I'm not here to judge Shorty, right? But she said this that I found interesting. When she was talking about Offset cheating, right? She went on there and she said that he's mad because she doesn't make him feel like he's that nigga at the house. I'm gonna say that again. Follow me. Cardi B said in her little rant, she said, "You mad because I don't make you feel like you that nigga at the house." So immediately I'm thinking like, hey, well shit, you just told on yourself. Cardi, you just told on yourself. So if you're not making your man feel like he's that man at the house, of course, that man went outside to some women. When he walks outside, there's some women that makes him feel like he's that man. All right. So the question is, Cardi, why aren't you making your man feel like he's that man at the house? So she actually just like kind of shot herself in the foot. Now, if she came on here and said, hey, I do everything for you, I make you feel like that man at the house, blah, 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 and then you still cheated, that's a whole nother ball game. I don't have any sympathy for a woman who doesn't make their man feel like that. So, because if you're not making your man feel like that man, you're making that man feel lesser than a man. Let's be clear about that. You don't have to do nothing out the ordinary, but men and women should be catering to each other. You dig? So she kind of told on herself about that. And she went on to tell us how, Offset tweeted that she had relations while she was pregnant with his child. And the men and women online are going crazy. They on Facebook going crazy. And what do y'all think? Do you all think that it's okay for a woman to have sexual relations with another man while your child is in your baby mother's stomach? Do y'all think that's cool? Press one if you think that's okay. Press one if you think that's okay. And it's all right. I'm not judging. I don't. To be honest with you, I don't care either way. Um, my perception and my experience with women is a lot different. So I expect a woman to do anything. There's no okay. So there's nothing that I don't expect a woman to do. You know what I'm saying? And I don't really judge. You understand? Because I believe men and women have a lot of the same traits. Let me give y'all a backstory. When I was younger, right, I had a girlfriend and she was very advanced. I was 13, 14, but she had the mind of a dude and she had the mind of a sharp dude. And she was a sharp motherfucker. And she taught me a lot. And I learned a lot the hard way. You understand? So I don't really look at things the way a lot of people look at things. You know what I'm saying? Uh, but yeah, man, so let me get to these comments real quick. What we got? What we got here? Shout out to some handsome fella. Slick says New York had two kings, Pop Smoke and Tekashi, and one turned rat and the other died on the bathroom floor. You saying Tekashi was a king? Tekashi 6ix9ine was a king? I think he had potential to be a king. Let me tell you, when Tekashi came out, I was rocking with Lil Dude. You know what I'm saying? He had a good movement going on. He had Shotty and them behind him. I was really digging what was going on. He was making a lot of rappers look like fools. But unfortunately, he definitely did turn rat. He's a despicable, dirty little rat. Yeah, that dude 6ix9ine is unbelievable. Like, I don't know why he's even still being talked about. You know what I mean? There's so many excuses they made for Tekashi, but he clearly wanted to be a blood, and he clearly wanted to live that life. And when the feds came, he told everything and got a lot of people a lot of time. He helped get a lot of people a lot of time. Yeah, so Pop Smoke was definitely a king. He was definitely the king of New York of this era. I agree with that. Pop Smoke was definitely putting, New York back on the map. And it's unfortunate what happened to him. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, yeah, so the message in this Cardi B thing, this whole Cardi B back and forth, I believe the message is that everybody should be treating everybody correctly at the house. All right, women, you should treat your man, okay, like a man at the house. And men, you should treat your lady like a lady at the house. All right? Listen, it's a lot going on out here in the world that wants to break you and your girl up. You know what I'm saying? So y'all, especially if you got kids, family is so important. Family is like it's like gold. You know what I'm saying? Like if you got a family, you want to do everything you can to keep that family together. You know what I'm saying? And you don't want to end up on the internet blasting your baby father or blasting your baby's mother. You know what I'm saying? Day said, nah, Takashi was 100% right. He did nothing wrong. He was just being extorted and was kidnapped. No, you're wrong, sir. That's false. Okay? I want to do a whole stream on Tekashi 6ix9ine. No, let me tell you why Tekashi was wrong. All right, now listen. Would you go around a bunch of nine trade gang members and hang out with them and promise people things and play with people and flash money in front of people? These are people in poverty. These are gangbangers in poverty. So he was wrong for going around these people, getting famous off of them, because make no mistake, if it wasn't for the nine Trey Bloods, Tekashi wouldn't be shit in America. He might be something over in them other states, but the nine Trey Bloods made him who he was. Listen to me close, Day. Listen to me real close. The nine Trey Bloods was the reason why he was talking that talk to Chief Keef, to the what was it, the game? Who on the West Coast was he talking crazy to? He talked crazy to everybody. Jay Prince, everybody. The reason why Tekashi got rich, the reason why Tekashi has all this money is because of the nine Trey Bloods had his back. And you know what he gave them in exchange? He gave them a lot of hefty sentences. So there's no way he's right. There's nothing right about what he did. You got it? Kill People says, at day, so you gonna forget the part whoever beat 6ix9ine up wanted. Yeah, listen. Listen, let me tell you, let me break this. Let me tell you why he got kidnapped. Let me tell you why Tekashi 6ix9ine got kidnapped. All right, so when you come around a group of neighborhoods, say you come around a certain neighborhood, right? And you come around there, the neighborhood has rules, the neighborhood has codes, and the neighborhood has conduct. To put it very short and simple, Tekashi did not abide by those codes or those conducts. And guess what happened to him? He got disciplined. You understand? And that's what's supposed to happen. And if you don't want that to happen, don't go around to these places. So we can't give him any leeway. Okay, as far as the baby mother thing, let's talk about the baby mother thing. The baby mother denied it. Shotty denied it. Now let me ask you this. If you got 15 years in the feds after Tekashi snitched on you, wouldn't you at least say, that's why I did F your baby mother? Think about that for a minute. He denied it even after Tekashi snitched on him. So I don't believe for a second that Shadi was messing with Tekashi's baby mother. I don't believe that for a second. Shadi was doing good. He was smashing R&B chicks. What does he want 6ix9ine's baby mama for? His baby mother didn't even have all the BBL and all that stuff at that time. You dig? Like she didn't have no money. She was stuck in Brooklyn, dog. Y'all got to use common sense out there. Just because 6ix9ine said it, 6ix9ine is going to tell you everything he can to make himself not look like a low down dirty rat. Okay? Yes, it is. There's videos of both of them denying it. Okay? I don't know if you up to speed, but you know, Day says you're right, but I'm saying they had a green light on him, so he's just supposed to get deleted. I see your opinion and you right, but they extorted. Did they extort him, or were they of the understanding that, listen, you came around here. Listen, it was gang politics. Do y'all understand what gang politics are? Gang politics is if you have a bag, you need to send it around to the homies. It's dudes in jail that need commissary. It is dudes on the street that need work. Okay? It's when you're in a gang, your money is not your money. Your freedom is not your freedom. You don't know gang politics. Gang politics are what's yours is mine, what's mine is yours. And if you're weak, what's yours is mine and what's mine is mine. You don't understand what you're talking about, my man. You understand? So Tekashi made that decision. Tekashi made that decision to go beat Big Blood, right? Yes, he did. Kill People says they was spinning blocks for him. Come on, talk. Come on, Kill People, talk to him. Kill People says they were spinning blocks for him, shooting at his ops. Dudes forget that part. Yeah, he got kidnapped, but that was, come on, hey man, see, you gotta wake these dudes up because they want to tell half the stories. Most of these dudes are rats that defend the Tekashi 6ix9ine. They've ratted before. Cause there's no, and I don't care if you rat or not. I'm not in the street. I'm just saying, Shadi was out in that field for 6ix9ine. A lot of the other members were put their life on the line for 6ix9ine. And y'all talking about all this crazy, you know what I mean? Like, come on, man. Like, you gotta be, you gotta be, you gotta be fair here. Just because Tekashi got the bag and he made decent music, you can't stick up for him. And a lot of y'all have never been in these situations. You know what I'm saying? Uh, one Thug by One guy says out the group who wanted more money. Matt Hurd asked me how I feel about Diddy. I got videos on Diddy. Go on my videos, dog. Go check it out. We kind of pivoted from Diddy. I might talk about Diddy later on in a little bit. But right now we on this Tekashi thing, and I'm glad we on this Tekashi thing because I've been wanting to talk about this. Nine Trey cleared the path for that boy. They was at the airport fighting. People took lumps, bruises. People, what's the boy name that was just on Vlad? Not Roe Murder. What's the other boy name? Damn, I forgot his name. He did like 5 or 6 years for the Barclays Center shooting, where Casanova's crew was coming to get Tekashi, and he let off some shots. He did that in the name of Tekashi. They were clearing the lane for Tekashi so he can be successful, and of course they wanted their piece. Like they not doing it for free. Do you know what I'm saying? Reese says I was facing a long stretch, but then I ratted on the homie, and his ass went down, and I got out. Okay. Day says, speaking of rats, it's info saying Diddy going rat. You against that? Sometimes you got to tell. No, let me tell you something. Diddy is not in the street, homie. Diddy is not running around with the 9 Trey Bloods with red bandanas talking crazy to every gangster in the United States. Diddy's not doing that. Am I for Diddy dragging people under the bus? No, I'm not. But he's a civilian at the end of the day, and I believe this is my belief. My belief is Diddy is being overcharged. Okay, I believe a lot of this is propaganda with Diddy. You understand? So he's fighting for his life. I feel like whatever he has to do to beat this, they trying to give him life in prison for having parties. At the end of the day, that's what they trying to give him life for. You dig? Okay, in the shadow of God says off topic, but if you believe in God, I got something that'll blow your mind if you're interested. What do you have, sir? Kill People said Shotty wanted to get the guys who kidnapped him, blah, blah. I don't want to say that. I don't want to keep saying these words. And it's on recording with the driver. Well, the thing is, yeah, they were beefing. Let me tell you why Shotty and them wanted to get the guys that wanted to snatch 6ix9ine up. After a while, listen. In the beginning, when you saw the first video with all the bloods in the back, everything was lovely. Everybody was happy. Okay, he got brought to the neighborhood. Everybody had their hands rubbing like Birdman. Everything was cool. But what happened throughout time was there was a power struggle. And this side said, he's with me. I'm his management. They want the bag. This side wants the bag. And what happened was somebody that he promised some bread to, they came to collect. They came to collect the bread. Okay, so it's all fair to me. Like, this is all fair stuff. You dig? They said Diddy is a real gangster, though he ain't soft though. I'm not mad at that statement. I believe Diddy has gangster in him. I believe Diddy is not soft, and they say he likes to do things with the other with the same sex. But I don't believe he's soft. I don't believe he's soft at all. I believe that he can whatever he put his mind to. I believe he gonna do it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So Texas Bama, what's up? So yeah, so as far as the Tekashi 6ix9ine thing, that used to really used to piss me off when people would make excuses for this dude. Okay, let's just say he was right. All right, let's just say they did him wrong. But to come out, right, after you did your little year and a half, 2 years, to come out and make a song about being a rat with the mouse face and all this crazy, and to throw it in these people's faces. These people had kids, dog. They was taking penitentiary chances for you. And for you to come out, make these records, not give their family no money, right? He didn't give their family no money. You didn't give them no commissary. You didn't, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's disloyal. That's, even after you told, you could have at least said, you know what, I told on these cats, let me go ahead and plug up their commissary. Let me get a kids some money so they can survive. He came out and he showed millions of dollars. And he said, I got cars, y'all locked up, ah, ha, ha. Like, that's crazy. And Tekashi's story is still not over. I don't believe he'll be walking around for too much longer, to be honest. He already got dealt with in Planet Fitness or whatever gym that was. You see, they put the paws on him. You know what I'm saying? Kid, I'm just call you people, though. I don't want to keep saying that word. I say that to say 6ix9ine got everyone thinking Shotty got him kidnapped. No, it was people in the game that, yeah. They really divided over people in the gang trying to snake him, and Shotty was ready to, yeah. Listen, man, let me tell you something. When the money comes, you see who is who. The division comes when the money is present. When everybody's struggling and everybody's in poverty and everybody's trying to get out, there's a lot of unity, you know what I'm saying, to an extent. But once somebody gets some money, you see what's what. Okay, that money will tell all. You dig? Cool Cat Renee says, what do I think about the mayor in New York? I think that let me just say this. I don't know a whole lot about the case, but I want to know why all these black faces keep coming up indicted. I want to know why all these powerful black people are ending up indicted. I want to know. That's the first thing that comes to my head. I'm always skeptical when I see a major black figure being indicted or arrested. My antennas always go up. Why? Because of the history of the U.S. government. You understand? So that's the first thing. Second thing, I just saw some where the mayor of New York was hanging out with that preacher. Remember that preacher that I don't want to say these words. Remember them people ran into that church and put the preacher on the ground? Yeah, I saw pictures and clips where him and the mayor of New York were hanging out. And you know the preacher just got convicted of fraud or extortion or something like that. Or no, what he did was he stole old lady's retirement fund or something like that. So I don't know. I don't know. We're gonna see. We're gonna see. We're gonna see what's up. Rick Flame says that fool was going around the country taunting people before this. Yeah. I already spoke on that. He absolutely was. He was and let me tell you, that was amazing. 6ix9ine was Charleston White before Charleston White. I think Charleston White took a page out of 6ix9ine's book, to be honest with you. Because at that point we never seen anybody disrespect Jay Prince. Tekashi opened the door for Jay Prince disrespect. We've never seen anybody disrespect Jay Prince. We never seen anybody disrespect Chicago like that. We never seen anybody disrespect Whack 100 like that at that time, right? He opened the door for all that. You know what I mean? And the only way he was able to do that was to be under the banner of the nine trade. You understand? Because he would always say, "Do you know who I got behind me? Do you know who's with me?" He would always say stuff like that. So, Dutch says, "Do you know, Daniel, what is black?" I don't know. I don't know what that means. Who's not black? Who's not black? I don't understand. Hey, y'all do me a favor, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Go follow me on Instagram, Top Flight Official, Top Flight underscore official. Yeah, because I got a lot of stuff that you might want to check out. You can also follow the page on Instagram, Top Flight underscore TV. I got a lot of good interviews coming up. Got a lot of other stuff going on. But yeah, man. So, what I forgot to get to was the young Dolph. Netherlands, what's up? Dutch. I forgot to get to the let's move on to the young Dolph case. Well, let me be politically correct. It's not the young Dolph case. It is the case of the people who took young Dolph out. Justin Jackson, if I'm not mistaken. Because I like to have hats on and things, you know. I like to have different hats on when I go live. Now, I am going bald, but that's like back here. But I got a nice amount of hair, you dig? Since you just had to know. Rick Flame says, first thing is we idolize these rappers and entertainers. They're not leaders. They lead y'all asses to jail and hell. I agree, man. Well, the thing is, not me, not me. I don't idolize any of these people. Do I have respect for some people in the business? Absolutely. But you got to think about this. One thing that is prevalent in our culture is entertainment. You understand? So when you got 15, 16, 21-year olds, 25-year-olds, these artists mean the world to them. These artists are big deals in their life, in their personal life. You understand? So now I agree with you. We got to get out of that. They're definitely not leaders. You know what I'm saying? These people are not leaders. They try to force comedians and athletes to be our leaders. They don't do that in any other community but ours. You dig? Damn, my dear, everybody keep asking me about the Diddy situation. My opinion on it, my opinion on the Diddy situation. Again, just to be crystal clear, I want to see more of the facts come out. I want to see more of the facts come out before I make an official opinion. Right now, I don't see a lot going on. I don't see. I'm looking for. Everybody's mad at Diddy. I've seen people say Diddy was the scum of the earth. I've seen people say Diddy belongs in prison for life. And I can't, I don't, I'm still looking for the reason why he's the scum of the earth. He's made a lot of mistakes, okay? He's done a lot of bad things, but who hasn't? You know, and I'm outraged by the hip hop community trying to be the morality police. Come on, dog. The fabulous Snowflake says they did it to Michael too. Absolutely, yes they did. Yes they did. They did it to Mike. They tried to take Mike down, dog. But yeah, I really want to see more evidence. You know what I'm saying, to the case. Diddy was a party animal. You know what I'm saying? He probably did put his hands on some women and some men. We know he put his hands on J. Cole. We know he put his hands on Drake. We know this to be facts, right? He went upside Steve Stout's head, right? He broke a bottle on Steve Stout's. He was putting hands on people. But isn't that what the culture celebrates? Doesn't the culture celebrate gangsterism? That's why I really be tripping. Like the hip hop community has to sit this one out. You understand? Listen, we're gonna get deep for a minute. The hip hop community has to sit this whole Diddy thing out. You can give your opinion, but it's a lot of people in the hip hop community acting like the morality police. And we are the last people that can act like the morality police. And I'm gonna tell you why. All of us hip hop heads, we were singing, kicking the door, waving the 4-4. All you heard was Papa. Don't hit me no more. Who was that song about? Who did Biggie sing the song about? He was talking about faith, okay? He was talking about his wife. And we sang that song. And we bobbed our head. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, dog. Biggie also, and this is just one out of a million lyrics that I can use. And I got into it with somebody the other day. They had a hard time making the correlation in what I was saying about being a little too condescending. If you were in the hip hop community and you championed and you sang, you bought these records that advocated violence against women, okay? If you're a Dr. Dre fan, because you know Dr. Dre, he went to jail for assaulting a woman too. Y'all know that, right? Biggie, what's beef? Don't you know my hitter, gutter, effing, up in the throw him over the bridge? Do y'all, anybody that has supported these lyrics, bought the record, you can't skip over that line and say, well, I didn't support that line. No, you bought the record and you hailed Biggie as the king after he said something like that. You understand? So you can be mad at Diddy, but you just can't be overly condemning to Diddy, okay? Because we all participated. Everybody in the hip hop culture participated and saluted gangsterism. And we saluted debauchery and ratchetness, assault, and then the words go on and on and on. You understand? So again, people can have their feelings, but I got into it with somebody the other day that acted like they have never done no wrong and they've never heard of such a thing. They've never heard of freak offs. They never heard of trafficking. Oh no, I'm talking about. Let's talk about it. No, I don't know what you heard about me, but a chick can't get $1 out of me. No Cadillac, no perm, you can't see that I'm a PIMP. We celebrated pimping. That is sex trafficking, family. Gang. Gang. Come on, gang. That's why you won't catch me. Oh, what the hell happened? What did Diddy do? Diddy did what? Send him to jail. That's why I can't do that. We grew up on this shit, dog. We celebrated this shit. And then Diddy gets caught for doing it, and now it's like, come on, dog. Like, I'm not condoning what he did, but I'm not gonna condemn what he did. You understand? I just can't do that. Yeah, same. I mean, you could. Yeah, the same thing with the. It's a little different with the movies because with a movie, you watch a movie and you put it down. But with the culture, we walk around with the culture. It's really, and I mean the hip hop rap culture, not black culture. But what we do is we internalize it and we actually model ourselves after that in some situations. Um, so yeah, we can't. Yeah, and I don't look. I don't. Just my opinion. I don't believe anybody. I don't believe anybody was forced to do anything. I'm sorry, dog. You can be mad at me all you want. I don't believe. I don't believe anybody was forced to do anything. I don't believe Cassie was forced to do anything. You know why I say that? Because numbers don't lie. Let me tell you. Let's talk about this. I said this the other day. Out of all these years, because the first thing you hear people saying, they like, well, we known this for years. Out of all these years, how many police reports have been filed on Diddy? How many? And I understand, right? I understand some people were scared. Whoever, I'm just going along with the narrative. Let's say some people were scared to talk about Diddy. You mean to tell me not one person wasn't scared? And they're not they're brave now, but they weren't brave then. Like, come on, man, come on, dog. Let's yeah. Cassie used to pick which one she wanted. She used to pick what sex worker she wanted. Yes, she did. That's what she said. She said in the documents that she used to pick. I bet you Cassie has. I bet you Cassie has full immunity in this case because she's complicit. Joey Ravioli, you believe stuff like that. Okay, you believe that she was beat for trying to escape. See, this is the problem with the propaganda going on right now. Not only did she escape, but she escaped with the personal trainer that Diddy hired for her. So you mean to tell me she was in bondage all this time? Hold up. You mean to tell me she was in bondage all this time and then she did the personal trainer help her escape? And then they went and had 2 kids and then got $30 million from them? Y'all need to wake up, man. Like, knock it off, man. I'm not buying that shit. Y'all beta males, y'all can buy all that shit. And you can pander to the women. So that, you know what I mean? You can do all, I don't need to pander to anyone. I'm going to tell my thoughts and what I think in my opinion. Finito Price says, not gonna lie, in prison, he gonna smoke some K2 and be wearing a maid outfit made out of bed sheets. Come on, cuz. Come on. Come on. I don't see Diddy going out like that. I'm sorry to tell you. I don't see Diddy going out like that. I think he's gonna put in some pain, dog. You know what I'm saying? Josh Bruin said, nope, I think she liked the benefits. The situation wasn't bad enough to make her leave for years, 10 years to be exact. You dig? German Guzman says, the fact that you're defending him says something. What does it say, dog? Say it with your chest, man. Just come on out and say what it says is, I'm a free thinker and I'm using common sense. See, German Guzman, you want me to be like the other boy that just said she was beaten when she was trying to escape. You want me to be brain dead like that. I'm not brain dead like that. Like, let's make it make sense. Let's make this thing make sense, man. You know what I mean? We all have been in relationships, okay? We all know how to push the 911 button. You understand? And let's just say that was the case. She received $30 million, dog. She received 30 million. So why is he under federal indictment? None of this was there was no indictment. There was no feds involved until he paid her $30 million. Joey Ravioli, no, you are defending him because he's a black man and upset. It does, it does. I won't hide that. Somebody posted Joey Ravioli. It's no problem. I agree, and you're right. Somebody posted a post where every black celebrity that has been outcasted, humiliated, and arrested. It was so many of our greats, from Mike Tyson to Michael Jackson. Yeah, it pisses me off because I feel like it's something else going on here. You dig? I feel like something else is going on here. Helen, thank you. You like my gap teeth. I appreciate that. Yeah, so hey, ATL Chronicles. Who else is next? Who else is next? Because there will be a next. It's going to be another person. It's going to be another a person getting arrested and humiliated, and there's going to be another major media push. Okay, R. Kelly went to jail because of a documentary. That was why he went to jail. Diddy went to jail because of a lawsuit that he paid. I don't know anything about David Bowie, dog. Dallahan Chan Ram Wali. What was your question, homie? Candace says, and he deserves exactly what you said, Mr. Finito. Dillahan, I'm gonna just call you Dillahan. Do you feel rock and rollers got away easy? Come on, man. Absolutely. Listen, rock and rollers. Listen, if y'all gonna pick Diddy up, you have to come for the adult film industry, right? You have to come for the adult. What about the adult film industry? Don't they have to fly in talent? Don't they have to pay talent? Don't they film talent? Doesn't the talent do drugs on set? What is the difference? What is the difference? I'm speaking to the trafficking charge. They call that trafficking nowadays. Finito says, okay, Shanice Brewer says, my birthday is coming up September 30th. Well, happy birthday, Sharice. Y'all hit that subscribe button, hit the like button, man. I got 22 likes away. I got 100 people in the building. We deep in here today. Daryl Henson says, Diddy's in the feds for being a gay freak. Everybody, look, you see so many different scenarios, and you know, a lot of people have a lot of different ideas of why he's in jail. Some people think he's in jail for being a homosexual, allegedly bisexual, because we can't say he's a homo. We see he had J-Lo, dog. He had Cassie. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man. BG Newman says, that's why Jay-Z brought into white businesses. NBA, for one, they won't let nothing happen to him and tarnish their company. That's a nice perspective, man. That's a good perspective. Digi D says a decent amount of adult companies like Vixen, Cornhub, and couple other big ones, drug and disease test everyone every month. But we already know that we know what goes on set, dog. Go look it up. They'll tell you that there's a lot of powder at these places. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, when they want set, yeah. Take the drugs out of it for a minute. You still got to fly the chick in, right? Or she got to come from wherever she's coming from. You have to pay her to do what? That is what they are charging Diddy with. That's one of his charges. BG Newman said Kanye said that's what you have to do to be protected. Kanye, man, let me say Kanye, Kanye dropped the ball, man. Hold me. Let me get back to that one. Pip Pip Maple says it seems to be a lot of black celebrity perverts. Don't you find that to be strange? Don't you find that all these black celebrities are just perverts out the blue? Nobody else. I don't buy it. I don't buy it. I believe that yeah, when you're rich and you're in these circles and you're in Hollywood and the music business, you're gonna be hypersexual. I believe that yes, if you don't have a good woman at home. But why is it all these Michael Jackson, Tupac, Mike Tyson? I don't. I'm just not buying it, dog. I'm sorry. Digi D says, I think sex work is sex work, though, to be honest. The only difference between, and okay, okay. Well, they said, the reason why I said that, because they said Diddy filmed it. They said Diddy, he is, in the indictment, they're saying he filmed these freak offs. So, okay, to be fair, the difference would be that people knew, that people in the industry know they're being filmed. Maybe these people didn't know they were being filmed. If they have film, we don't know yet if they have what's on the tapes that they have. You dig? Angola, what's up? Yankee Mills, what's up, big dog? Yeah, man, y'all like the stream, man. We got 92 people in the building. I got 24 likes, man. I appreciate you, Yank. BG Newman says, I'm not black, and I agree. It's also the most outlandish shit they get charged with too that don't add up. It doesn't add up to me neither, man. I believe these are no more than state charge. Well, they're not gonna be state because they cross state lines. I believe that a lot of these celebrities get overcharged. You know what I'm saying? And I don't take the charges out for a minute. The propaganda that follows all of this is outrageous. Go on your Facebook today, man, and you can see all type of fake news. You know what I'm saying? And just think about the jurors, dog. You got jurors, potential jurors that are looking at all this. So if you paint somebody to be a monster by putting out false information, when they go to court, they're fried. They're Kentucky Fried Chicken, dog. It's over. Because the jurors already have in their head that this guy's a monster. That's why I'm big on sharing the truth and sharing real information. You understand? I'm not caping for anybody. I'm not on anybody's side. I'm just for the truth, man. Digi D said, you hear that audio of Meek Mills and Diddy? And that's what I mean. Let me tell you that a lot of this stuff be funny, man. I seen a clip with Diddy and Meek Mills was Rick James, the Rick James video, man. Y'all gotta see that, John. That is hilarious. Some of the stuff is funny, man. But a lot of the stuff is AI. AI is the devil, man. AI, and y'all need to look, think about this, y'all. Think about how dangerous AI is. It can change your voice. It can make you say something that you did not say. You did. Fresh fried McTaco. And the thing is, people believe that was real. And it's just, yeah, it's a whole narrative that he's a big bad monster. I'm not buying that scenario. We seen this man on film. This man got kids, for God's sake, kids that live with him. Fuego Visions, what up with the big dog? Rock bands, my man Fuego Vision says, I appreciate the super chat. Fuego Vision says rock bands get away with so much, it's crazy. Yeah, rock bands and other executives and other politicians, and yeah. At this point, there's no doubting that they came for Diddy for several reasons. You know what I mean? I believe he did wrong, but at the same time, I believe that there are other reasons why they came for him. You understand? BG Newman says AI is hella dangerous and it's only the beginning. That's all I was just about to say, that we at the beginning of this AI thing. I mean, they put Diddy's face and put Meek Mill's face on Rick James on his video. It looked real, dog. It looked real. Esther Johnson said Diddy claps with Meek Mill and what Will Smith. Sharice says people are haters on Puff Daddy as well. Man, listen, we it's easy. We can easily give Puff Daddy the most hated in the game. He gets that hands down. He's always been the most hated. I used to hate Puff. You know what I'm saying? Like he was very arrogant, man. It's extremely arrogant. Digi D says, bruh, they made Hollywood films about AI, and that ish is going to be reality in the next not too distant future. Now, I agree. And listen, everybody's laughing right now. Everybody's sharing this stuff right now and enjoying, what they're reading. It's like I'm sitting here watching people not value the truth anymore. And they just, whatever tabloid or headline pops up, if going back to the Cardi thing, when they shared the fake tweet of her saying that her and Offset would her and Takeoff were together, that tweet is all up and down my timeline, and people are falling for it. Even scarier thing is people that shared it, some people tell them that it's fake, and they still leaving it up. It used to be a time where if somebody shared something fake, they would take it down. But people are just leaving it up, and people are entertained. They say a lie is more entertaining than the truth. They say a lie is way more entertaining than the truth. Jet Ison says, "What's good, Gappy Gilmore?" ATL Chronicle says, "Yes, I met him before at a Sean John fashion show. He's very arrogant, but I do not have any beef with him. If there were no kids involved, he's good with me." Yank says, "Top, I might need to get with you and write my book. I think it's time for me to share some of my experiences from the music industry." Hey, Yank, man, I tell you what, bro, what you need to do is you need to get you a YouTube page. That's what you need to do. And then you write the book, and then you sell the book. You promote it through your YouTube page. That's what you need to do. Yeah, Jet Ison. Esther Johnson says, "The more control, more power. It's a setup when money's involved. More control, more power." Yeah, I agree with that. I agree with that. Yeah. C Money 860 says, "Pete, because people nowadays are straight watered down." Yeah, it's a lot of watered down people, man. Yeah. Patricia says Justin was a kid. Patricia, let me ask you, is there any proof? Is Diddy being charged with Justin Bieber? This is what I mean. Just the misinformation and just the the lies, dog, that are being perpetuated. Ma'am, Miss Patricia, he's not being charged with anything regarding Justin Bieber. Okay? Justin Bieber is not in the indictment. I hate to ruin your entertainment, and I hate to ruin your dreams of Diddy doing something to that little boy, but that's just not, it's not real, fam. Like, where did you get that from? Patricia, why don't you go to a news source and see what the case is really about? A lot of people haven't even read the indictment. I didn't read it all, but I read some. A lot of people, are just going off of internet rumors. And you got to be careful, because one day it could be you or yours, and you want people to tell the truth, right? That's why I'm advocating for truth. People say I'm defending Diddy. No, I'm advocating for truth. Don't we? Isn't that what we want? Nunya says because Justin probably ain't pressing. He's trying to leave the scene. Bieber sold all his masters. Probably, maybe, all these assumptions and throwing stuff out there is not sufficient, bro. It's not sufficient. It's just not sufficient, man. You can't just run around here saying somebody touched Justin Bieber, dog. You can't say stuff like that, man. You gotta be some proof. Pip Maple says, why was Usher staying in his place at 13? Because Usher's mother. Let me tell you why. Y'all see, y'all not look, if you gonna talk about something, at least have some information and be up to speed. Y'all just throw stuff out there. So maybe you just didn't know, so I'll tell you. Usher's mother took him over there, to start his music career. You know what I'm saying? He had blessings from Usher's mother. This is common practice sometimes. In order for, you know, to be if you want to take a star and you need to get him to the studio and you need to get him to the video shoots and you need to get him into training. I'm not saying he didn't touch Usher and Justin. All I'm saying is Justin and Usher aren't saying this. So why are you saying this? And where are you getting this from? It's an assumption. All it is an assumption. It's a reach. It's a possibility that these things did happen, but to put that on a man, to put these things on a man with no information is we can't do that, dog. ATL Chronicle says, I did. It says racketeering and sex trafficking, as well as transportation to events for purposes of prostitution. Nowhere does it say any minors were involved. Exactly. You dig? Very few people are up to speed and are informed. C Money 860 says, you stand for truth, fam. I admire and respect the FID right now, fam. You got a new sub, baby boy. I appreciate you, homie. I appreciate you. Hey, yeah, man. I'm not. Listen, man. If I don't like somebody, that doesn't matter. I hate seeing misinformation being spread around. It's like everybody's in high school right now. You dig? Like everybody is acting like high school kids. Um, and we gotta do better than that, man. We gotta do better than that. Pip Maple, no grown man should have children stand over, put them in a hotel. I agree with that. I totally agree with that. I totally agree with that. But that does not mean he did something wrong. Same with Mike. Mike should not have had them kids over there, but Mike was found innocent. You dig? So, what we prefer in Hollywood is different. The music industry is different. Um, Digi D said, we should make truth media. In fact, check every news outlet. Left leaning, right, get away with too much gaslighting and misinformation. Get a lot of gaslighting going on. And the internet is even allowing it. Social media would normally come up and take something down. Y'all remember when social media would take something down that was not true? They leaving it up now. They leaving it up now. What the hell, cuz? Some of these comments are crazy. Yeah, I mean, we want, say for instance, what if this was another country? Yeah, I ever thought about what if this was another country um, putting information out and Americans are pushing information from these sources? What happens when they put some propaganda out there for warfare, and now you're pushing this and you're believing this, and there's no limit to where that can go. You dig? Pip Maple says Mike bought his verdict. Another one when whispers turn into a roar. I don't know what that means. Especially during the election season, man. Yeah, election season is right here. Next month, y'all, we're gonna have a new president. Next month we will have a new president. It's kind of funny how all these indictments are coming down right now. You know what I'm saying? The mayor of New York, Diddy. Uh, it's very interesting. Yeah, ATL Chronicles. Don't, you know. Look, let's talk about Mike Jackson for a sec. I think the boy was named Aaron Carter. Go look it up. Y'all go look this up. See, with, to the people that don't want to look anything up and really find out the truth, because again, a lie is more entertaining than the truth. In the Michael Jackson case, Michael Jackson did settle with some kids, family. He settled with them. I think a 200 million or something like that. Um, Go look on Vlad. Go look up Aaron Carter. I think is his name. He did an interview with Vlad, and he told Vlad that he hopped in a limo one day. There was some industry people, or it was some lawyers in the limo with his mother. Aaron Carter said it was either Aaron or the brother. What's the brother's name? Anyway, Carter's mother said, "Hey, tell them what Mike did to you." And Aaron Carter was like, "What? Mike didn't do anything to me." You dig? Like they were trying to get a bag. And this is what a lot of those families were doing. The documentary that they put out not long ago, that was debunked. And those people, they can't show their face. The people that lied, the people that lied. So that's been, yeah. No, see, Pip Maple, you may not understand, a lot of time in business, people pay a settlement for things to go away. Because you're going to end up paying it to the lawyer anyway. You dig? These are business moves. I'm not paying nobody 17 million if I ain't do nothing. But I don't have, you know, 500 million in lawyers to advise me. I'm sure his lawyer advised him. Heaven said Birdman is next. Birdman was already under investigation. A lot of people forget that. Birdman was under investigation with the Lil Wayne when they shot his tour bus up. Yeah. The Dolph. I can get back to Dolph real quick. Yeah, see, money. You saw that Vlad interview. You did. Um, Yo Gotti has to. Yo Gotti. We're gonna skip the Yo Gotti real quick. The assailants that took Dolph out. One of them was sentenced yesterday. He got life in prison, and he got another sentencing coming up for the rest of the charges. So his life is over. He put out a statement, and he was basically saying, in a nutshell, I'm paraphrasing. He said that his co-defendant is standing on police business. He said he's standing on street business. And he made some real tough posts, right? Sound like a real tough guy. So he basically said he's not snitching. In that paragraph, that was dry snitching. You're not snitching on who, sir? Who are you talking about? Now, listen to this. Now, when the spotlight is on him, right, the day he gets sentenced, it's real easy to, you ain't have no choice. You got to go do life, right? Check this out. So it's shine time for you. The media is on you. You get to look like, yes, I took my life sentence. I'm a tough guy. I'm with the shits. I'm going to eat this life sentence, whatever the case is, however you try to look. But check this out. This is the good part. That's this year. What happens next year, year after? What happens when he gets down that penitentiary and they start going upside his head, or he got to fight every day, or the food is nasty, or his girl is breaking up with him? A bunch of scenarios. The point is, that man has bargaining chips. That man has a key to his cell. Yo Gotti, if he's involved, in which I believe he is, because his brother was involved, his record label paid for the killer's lawyers. So I believe Yo Gotti's involved. Now I want you to imagine, for the rest of your life, Yo Gotti for the rest of his life has to live in fear that one day Straight Drop will want to come home. When Straight Drop wants to come home, listen, when Straight Drop wants to come home, he has a key to his cell with Yo Gotti's name on it, or whoever else was involved from CMG. That's crazy. Dang, I got not following this young Dolph thing. Y'all having your own conversation. I like that. I like that. I like that. Y'all do y'all thing, man. ATL Chronicle says, y'all see how DJ Khaled turned his back on Diddy? Oh man, everybody turned their back on Diddy, dog. They turned his back on his kids. You know what I'm finding kind of crazy is why haven't the kids spoke up? The kids haven't said, "We love you, Dad. We miss you. We know you're not that type of person." I want to know why they haven't made a statement, or maybe they did. I just didn't see it. But yeah, everybody abandoned Diddy. All the friends, all the groupies, everybody that wanted to be down with him, they know where to be found. They won't stand next to him. You know what I'm saying? Stevie J, we saw him with Diddy in his last weeks, last months out on the street. You dig? YouTube user says, "Yo, Brody, any advice on how to make it grow? I've been hanging weights." Oh, okay, I see. I see. Angelo Maximus says, "Paul, I'm with you. Trump 2024." Hey, listen to all the Trumpers. Y'all better listen to the Trumpers. Y'all know it's very close. Y'all know it's a very close election. I want to ask the Trumpers a question. All right? Listen closely. Answer the question in the comments. Are y'all listening? Listen. I'm asking all the Trump supporters, what are you guys going to do if Kamala wins the election? What are y'all going to do? What are y'all going to do if he wins? What are y'all going to do if Kamala wins this election? I want to know how y'all going to act. Michael Sardina says he's going to leave the country. Angelo Maximus says just live on. Michael Sardina said he's going to Mexico. Jack the Reaper says, I got some real questions, gang. I'm a new viewer. Go ahead, shoot. Put your question, homie. Charles Coves says, what can you really do if she does? I'm just asking the question because I just want to know. It's a lot you can do. You know, I'm just asking the question, you know, what is it going to look like out here? You dig? Jack the Reaper, what's your question, man? Angelo Maxima says, I got a feeling Trump is going to flip New Jersey red. The amount of support for Trump out here is tremendous. I believe that. I mean, Jersey, Jersey, they're going to have a lot of support for Trump. Digi D says, I voted for him last time. I'm going to do the same thing. I did when we lost in 2020. I'm going to pray to God that Kamala does a good job and doesn't do what she's doing now. Okay, that's a very smart answer. But I hate to tell you, man, if she get in office, it's going to be Joe Biden 2.0. Yeah, that's what I believe. Jack the Reaper's question is, so look, if we are constantly shown what's to happen or how much better it will be with one party, how are we not sure people are making it look good? I'm not sure if I understand your question, bro. How we? Oh, okay. Well, I think I understand what you're saying. You don't know, bro. It's all a show. It's a lot of promises. It's a lot of theatrics. It's a lot of pandering. You know what I'm saying? This is what happens. Nobody knows. It's like, politics is about selling. People sell their image. You know what I'm saying? And they selling dreams. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta really look at it like that. We just don't know until they get in office. But the Democrats have a history. The Democrats have a history of making promises, especially to black people. They have a history of making promises to black people and then shitting on them once they get in office. And that's why I am anti-Democrat. Anti. I'm not pro-Republican, but I am definitely anti-Democrat. Greg Fartlander. That's a interesting last name, Greg. Greg Fartlander says, "Go black for Trump." No, is Trump going black for black? If Trump can't put something on the table for black folks, man, he doesn't have my vote. You dig? I'm gonna play like every other group plays. Every other group wants something for their vote. So we would like something for our vote, not just because he's cool and he's funny and all this other stuff. Nah. Angelo Maximus says, especially in the hoods out here in Jersey. Let me tell you, man, no black people aren't really rocking with Kamala Harris like that, dog. We not really feeling Shawty like that, to be honest with you. I don't want to get into whether she's black or not. I don't really care about that. She her mother's Indian, right? And her father's Jamaican. But just because somebody's Jamaican doesn't mean that they're black. Okay, you got Chinese people that are from Jamaica. You got all kind of different people that are from Jamaica. So I don't want to get into the black thing because I don't care if you black if you're not going to do for black people. Kamala Harris already told us that she wasn't going to do anything for black people. She said that out her mouth. If you haven't seen it, go look it up. Zanan, hey top flight. Question, Latino or Ebony? He trying to get me in trouble with my girl, man. Uh, Greg Fartlander says, whites be suffering. Okay. Charles Cove says, at the end of the day, we just all need to stick together, bro. If we all stand up, the game is over. All right, Charles. Let me ask you, Charles, are you a Caucasian man? Or are you a Latino? Or are you black? I'm asking that question for a reason. Because what does stick together look like? Does stick together look like do and move how you want us to move? So if I said to you, Charles, hey, we want reparations, are you going to stick together with us? That's a question, dog. I'm asking the question. If I say we want reparations, Charles, I bet you will run so far away from me and tell me no. It won't be no sticking together, Charles. Okay? So all that kumbaya shit is cool until we ask for something. Right? ATL Chronicle says, I wish we could have gotten two fresh candidates to vote for. I don't like neither one of these. I agree. Jack the Reaper says, facts, I agree with that. I'm 19, so a little undereducated with the matter, but have a strong morals and stand on my beliefs. That's what's up, homie. That's what's up. Damn, I'm late on these comments. American Roadrunner says, why not? Why not what? American Roadrunner says, are you racist? I don't understand why you would ask me. Number one, I can't be racist. Okay, let's get that real clear. Black people cannot be the definition of racist. We don't have any power to be racist. You understand? Okay, oh, stick together. No, American Roadrunner, let's stick together. All right, are you ready? You ready to stick together? Now, American Roadrunner, let me ask you a question. Walk with me for a second. American Roadrunner, who are you voting for? I would like to hit my vape or camera because I make this crazy looking face. Okay, American Roadrunners vote for Trump. All right, so remember, we're sticking together, right? American Roadrunner. Black people, foundational black Americans, we want reparations. Are you going to ask Donald Trump to give us reparations together? That one girl says Trump. What's up, that one girl? Hey, y'all hit the like button, hit subscribe button too, man. American Roadrunner, since we're all sticking together. Ah, American Roadrunner says reparations for what? We're demanding reparations for chattel slavery. We're asking for reparations for unpaid wages that our ancestors did not receive after building the United States of America. That's what we're asking for reparations for. Are we still sticking together, sir? Come on, man. Come on. Where we at, dog? Did you click off? Pip Maple says, please clarify what you mean by foundational Black American, Black people. All right, listen. So foundational Black Americans are people whose ancestors were enslaved in America. Foundational Black Americans are non-immigrants and have a non-immigrant background, meaning we were here and our ancestors built America. They were the foundation of America. Okay. That's what I mean by FBA, Foundational Black Americans. So American Roadrunner. So you're gonna demand reparations with us. That's what's up. That's what's up, man. Shout out to you. In that case, let's stick together. I'm with you. I'm with you. Jack the Reaper says, I don't think they will give it. They being whoever controls the mass. If they haven't in this long, what are the chances of it happening? Even then, what do we consider reparations? Reparations is cash payments, man. Just like the Jews got, just like the Native Red Indians got, just like the Japanese Americans got. Go look up Japanese Americans reparations. Just like the slave owners got. Do y'all know slave owners receive reparations? Do y'all know that? Yeah. Here we go with the same classic response. American Roadrunner. They were more than one color slave. Should I even address that, man? Like, you know better than that. All right, you know better than that. Let's just say there was other colors of slaves that under the American government. Let's just say there was more than one color of slaves. They need to go ask for reparations too. Okay, so if the Irish were enslaved so bad, they need to go ask for reparations. But the reason why you don't hear the Irish complaining is because they were given land, they were given money, they were given resources. Okay? That's why you don't hear them complain about racism. You don't hear them complain about reparations because they were compensated. They were allowed to join the rest of the white people. Italians and Irish people, when they got here, they were treated bad. But after a while, they said, you know what, y'all, we like y'all. Come on, come hang with us. And we're going to oppress these black people together. Tell me when I'm lying. American Roadrunner says, can we all get reparations? I'm not even going to address that, homie. Deontay Wilkerson says, rage bait, bruh. I don't know what that means. Jack the Reaper says, I think land has value far greater than our money. But well, I tell you what, cut the check. Look, the government can cut the check and we'll buy our own land. You dig? Knockout says, does it suck being so lazy? I don't know who's lazy, though. Who's lazy? Were your ancestors lazy when they had my ancestors building this country for free? Were they lazy? I'm just asking a question. Right. Who knows says, get over it. You have never been a shave. Learn how to spell first before you try. Come on, ahead. That crazy. Scurf says, how would reparations be dispersed? Why would it make sense to cash payments? Can reparations be acceptable in building better? Oh God. This is why reparations need to be cash payments, because money is what was took from our ancestors. Okay? We'll buy our own hospitals. We'll make our own roads, whatever the case may be. We'll fix things ourselves. We just need the cash, and we need it expeditiously. Digi D said, "I'm not sure if reparations will help much, but how are we going to decide how much per person? I do think though we need to pump more money into inner cities and black poor communities." Well, the first thing is it's not about it working. It's not about reparations working. You understand? Reparations is a debt that's owed. So it doesn't. It's not supposed to fix racism. Reparations is not a check to fix racism. Racism is never going anywhere. Reparations is simply a debt that's owed. You dig? United States audit says not getting reparations from politicians, especially Democrats. Yeah, I know them Democrats. They not trying to come up off that zone. American Roadrunner says, I have white, black, and brown friends. Get over it. What is that? I don't understand what that, I don't understand. What is, get over what? And how does you having white, black, and brown friends factor into what I'm saying? How does that factor into what I'm saying? Chase Gosselin says, hell no, you won't. Scurf says, laughing my ass off. So you want cash, but can't articulate how it would make things better. This is a joke. No, listen. He said work. He said, I don't think now. See, listening is an art, smart guy, Scurf. He said he doesn't think it will work. Work implies that we're trying to do something. No, it will make things better, absolutely. Number one, you know why it will work for you? It'll make things better for you because it will stimulate the economy. You dig? That'll help the economy. But the thing is, it'll make things better for foundational Black Americans because when our ancestors were let go from slavery, they were let go with nothing. Okay, we built a lot of stuff. The first commodity on Wall Street was black slaves. Do you know that? So we built this shit at the end of the day. This country was built on the back of black slaves. I know you don't want to hear it. I know you don't like it. Okay, but when we were let go from slavery, after all that building, guess what we got? Nothing. We got an ass to kiss. Okay, so it's about a debt that's owed, homie. You dig? Jack the Reaper says, do you think the government holds back because the society may feel it's unfair if people that weren't slaves get money for their, well, I know 3 Native Americans who get a check $900 every month. Okay, so for the rest of their life. You understand? So that argument doesn't work because it's groups out here that receive reparations, then they weren't alive. They weren't alive when the atrocities happened to their ancestors. You dig? Scurf says there's been no situation in history where giving out money helps the economy. We can't go no further because you sound crazy. American Roadrunner, no department. You're an American, right? But no depth, no debt. Not you just spelt the abbreviation for department. You meant to put a B in there, I think. No debt. Yeah, it's a debt. It's a debt that's owed. Okay, the U.S. government owes the descendants of slaves here in America. They owe money. Yes, they do. They did not pay our ancestors. They need to pay up. What do you mean? Right. Swag Kelly, you already posted that comment. I don't think anybody thinks it's funny. You did. Trigger says, bro, what the F? Scurf says, how do you put a dollar amount on slavery? Please explain that. And you're right. There is no dollar amount that can ever take away what happened. But there is a dollar amount that can close the racial wealth gap. We're on the bottom of the racial wealth gap. Do y'all understand that? Do y'all understand that Asian Americans? Do you understand that Mexicans? Every other group is over us, and we were the people that built this. Y'all cool with that? All you Trumpers, are you okay with that? Y'all are fine with immigrants coming over here, being over top financially over the people who built this? Y'all fine with that? Scurf says, what's the amount? How do you calculate? All right, well, Scurf, listen closely. To start, it's going to be $20 trillion. We're starting with $20 trillion. Okay? Yeah. Just to start. We're going to start there. Then we're going to go, after we get money from here, after we get our reparations from America, we're going to go to Africa and get reparation from the nations that sold some of us. You heard that, right? Some of us. We're going to go to Africa and get reparations from them too. You understand? Why? American Roadrunner. We're already giving it to foreign countries. Why not give it to your black brethren? Why not give it to your black brethren? I don't understand. You don't want us to get it? I'm smoking a, Jim Britt, I'm smoking a vape. That's what I'm smoking. Stony Montana says you need to start in Africa. That will make more sense. No, we're going to start right here, sir. We're going to start right here in the good old US of A. You know why? You know why we're going to start here? Because we put in the most work here. You dig? Chanif says, hey, bro, I'm from South Africa. Can come and live in America. Can you come and live in America? It's not up to me, dog. It's not up to me. All right, then. So American Roadrunner. So wouldn't it be smarter to advocate for your black brethren than to give the money over to a foreign country where the money doesn't circulate here? I don't do any vape tricks, homie. Vision 2. Y'all hit that subscribe button for your brother, man. That reparations topic always gets the conversation flowing. Charles Cove says, see, it's never going to be enough, though. That's why it never got past talk, my man. Okay, whatever. Weston 2342 says, yo, what's up, man? Stop the vape. All right. Hit the Caden Lux says, hit the ganja. American Roadrunner says, I'd stop all transactions between countries. Yes, that's why black people are not for, most black folks are not for this immigration thing. We not rocking with that. You dig? We not rocking because we haven't got ours yet. Do y'all know when them immigrants get here? Not only are we sending millions over across the overseas, but do y'all know when them immigrants here, you know how much money is spent on them? And y'all ain't even make it right with your black brothers? Y'all didn't make it right with us first? It's crazy. It's crazy. It's crazy. Digi D says, no doubt slaves helped the economy grow. No. Slaves started the economy. Go look it up. A quick Google search. The first commodity on Wall Street were black slaves. We didn't help shit. Everything else helped what we put it into motion. You dig? But I agree with you, Digi. Yeah, it's terrible. Yep. Charles Cove says, what about all the money they send back home? Home where? Who? I don't understand that. I don't understand what you're saying. American Roadrunner says, I'd stop all the transactions between country. Move. Yeah, I know what you meant. I know what you meant. And we would too. You know, I want to see America get those funds. You know what I'm saying? The families here are having a hard time, feeding their family, man. You know what I'm saying? So it makes no sense to, ship money off to another country when we can use it right here. How about we get America straight first, then we can help other nations? Trigger says, this is interesting. Trigger says, oh, you pelican, listen. The Irish were treated much worse than blacks because the blacks were seen as a more unique, and the Irish don't complain. Also, the Slavic people don't complain. It's always the blacks. Trigger, you and everybody else in this chat knows that's a goddamn lie. The Irish were not enslaved for 400 plus years. Knock it off. Penguin says, can you say America? Infonex says, what's up, my N-word? Reese says, I'm from Ireland. Jim Britt says, I don't think it will happen, but good luck. Razor says, don't dwell in the past. So, Razor, so we shouldn't acknowledge 9/11 anymore? Should we not acknowledge 9/11? No more motorcycle rides with the wild hogs? Is that what you're telling me, dog? Um, Anthony K says, nobody has the right to complain. Grow up already. Yes, black people have the right to complain. And it's not complaining. We're just simply not erasing history. I know some of you want to erase history because it's very shameful. You dig? It is. I couldn't imagine if my ancestors enslaved people. I couldn't imagine that. I would feel a little bit messed up too, dog. So, that's on you, homie. And what you gotta understand is, if your ancestors didn't enslave anybody, then I'm not talking to you. I'm just saying that people who did enslave, right? I don't know the truth about 9/11, dog. It looks kind of suspect, though. Razor says nobody wants to erase history. Okay, you want to forget history. You want us to stop talking about it. And that's racism 101. Don't talk about racism. That's the first rule. Don't acknowledge racism. Okay, no, my ancestors didn't enslave anybody. My ancestors are from right here on this land. Where are you from? Where's your family from? Trigger, where's your family from? Europe, Ireland. Fuego Vision says, I'm pretty sure we are past the trillions in debt. Absolutely. Uh, yeah, my smoke alarm's still going off. Hey, listen, no matter what anybody or how people try to deny racism or deny the unfairness that's been going on in this land, it doesn't matter because the proof is out here. We live the shit. I just got pulled over last week by a bunch of police for no reason. Guess what they did? They searched my car. I felt like the Klan had pulled me over. These were some straight racist ass police. They looked like they wanted to take me in the woods and string me up. And I tried to talk to them like men and ask them, why are you searching my car? Just trying to go home to my kids. And they had the most racist tone with me. You dig? Like I was somebody off the street. And I'm a homeowner, I'm a taxpayer, and I'm a family man. So, racism is real still in 2024. Razor says you can't even change your smoke detector. You probably make mistakes driving. No, I didn't make any mistakes driving. Ruin says, can acknowledge something happened without complaints. Exactly, Ruin. Lethal Hotbox says, I'm white and Cuban and the cops hate me too. Okay. Anthony K says, you can go public and use any racial insult about white people and you want and you'll be fine. Any show or comedian can say a joke about African Americans and lose their job. That's a lie. There is absolutely no culture that is exploited like black culture. You see the TV, you got love and hip hop, you got drill music, you got gangster rap. They never ever promote and fund white destruction like they fund black destruction. There's a whole epidemic of corporations funding and incentivizing young black kids to get on the internet and act like gangsters and do things to each other in a violent manner that happens in no other culture. Uh, Jerky says, "What's up, Uncle Ruckus?" Uh, Danica Goddard says, "Thankfully, I'm not president." Yeah, thankfully you aren't. The economy will crash. Okay, the economy's already crashing. Danica. You dig? Is it not? Am I lying? Is the economy not already crashing? I gotta go plug my battery up, yo. Y'all bear with me, homie. I'm still here. I'm still here. Trigger says he is though. What the F dude's dumb. Just says that's a lie when he doesn't agree with something. Okay. All right, calm down, Trigger. Calm down. Yeah, because you're not being truthful, Trigger. You should be truthful, sir. The FBI put crack in the LA in the 1990s. They absolutely did. Talk about it. They absolutely did. Destroyed. How many neighborhoods did they destroy when they put crack cocaine into these neighborhoods? Don't even get me started on that. Don't even get me started on that. American Roadrunner says now we have a show called Blackish, but if the white people had a show called Whitish, that would be racist. That's not racist. Racist is, let me tell you what racism is. Racism is me preventing you from elevating. Racism is me preventing you from elevating and from prospering based off your skin. You can't tell me any black person that can hinder a white person from prospering and being successful, from getting a job, from getting a car fixed, from you can't tell. No, I can tell you many scenarios where if somebody doesn't like me based on my skin color, I can get shut out of all kind of opportunities. You understand? Danica says, sir. What's up, Danica? What's going on, man? What's the problem? Racism is a system, fam. Listen, Trigger, let me educate you. Racism is a system. We are not a part of that system, okay? We are not a part of the racist system because we have no power. What am I avoiding, Trigger? Talk to me, man. I'm not trying to avoid nothing. No, we can be prejudiced. We can be prejudiced. We can prejudge, okay? But as far as racism, by definition, no. Mixed people can mixed people be racist. Mixed people can be prejudiced. You dig? Trigger says, bro, you're trying to teach me a word, the meaning of a word, and you're wrong. Okay. Jerky says, them folks tore down the projects in Chicago. Yes, yes. Listen, that's racism, dog. You dig? Black people don't have these powers to do these things. You understand? We just don't have the power to do certain things, man. Razor says Trigger, he's just justifying his own unconscious via. I don't know what the hell that means. Stevenia Tyler says, or just hating someone for no reason and trying to destroy people to keep them from having power. Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely. We just don't have the power, dog. You dig? You know what I mean? I understand what y'all saying, but no, I'm not bald, homie. I'm not bald. Chief Espada says they know what racism is. Yes, they do. Yes, they do. We not ain't gonna act like they don't know. We ain't gonna act like they don't know. Eric says, what you just said is true for natives too. Man, I swear we get treated the same. I hate racism in our world. We get treated effed up for the color of our skin, bro. It's crazy. I believe it, bro. I believe it. Let's look here now. Look at what President XI is typing in. You don't see us doing dumb shit like that, dog. You don't see us doing dumb shit like that. Look, I mean, why you want to see my hair, dog? What do you want to see my hair for? I got hair, dog. I got hair. See? Got a nice little fade. I got a nice little fade, homie. It's not brushed, but I got hair. I'm going bald in the back, homie. I live in Maryland, dog. I live in Maryland. President XI said he's proud of calling people racial slurs. See, the problem is when y'all try to make this scenario like there's no racism, and then President XI comes in here and types the N word, your whole argument just falls apart. You dig? I live in Maryland, though. I'm in Maryland right now. I don't bang any set, my man. I don't bang any set. Oh, you're black. Oh, okay. So why would you type something like that? No, look. I think the word you're looking for is prejudice. Okay, it's not really about racism, dog. You know, racism. If I could, matter of fact, let me do this. I'm right by the computer. Let me do this. Hold on, stay right here. Let's look it up, man. Let's look it up. All right, I'm fair. Let's look it up. Let's look up the definition of racism. Okay, let's do this together, man. Walk with me. I'm pulling up the definition right now, homeboy. Relax. Uh, let's see. Man, I'm bugging. All right. No, I'm not in Baltimore. I'm in Western Maryland, dog. I'm in Western Maryland. Ah, here you go. You ready? Trigger, where you at, man? Check this out. Let's read together. It says prejudice, discrimination, or antagonism by an individual, community, or institution against a person, people on the basis of their membership in a particular racial or ethnic group, typically one that is a minority or marginalized. Boom. You asked for it, you got it, man. There you go. Right. You look. Do I gotta read it again? Do I gotta break the words down? Do I gotta break the words down? Discrimination. Okay. Discrimination. How have you ever seen? Let's do it like this. It says an individual, a community, or institution. First of all, we don't own any institutions. Name one institution that we own. And the fact that they even talk about an institution further goes back to what I just said. People in places of power, okay? The NAACP, that's a white organization. Nobody rocks with the NAACP, dog. I don't own any, yeah, we don't own anything. What do we own? What hospital do we own? What institution do we own? Where'd Trigger go? Trigger, where you at? Let's break it down. Don't run. Okay, you asked for the definition, and here it is. People based on their membership, here's the key part right here, in a particular racial or ethnic group, typically one that is a minority or marginalized. Who's supposedly a minority and marginalized? Who? Who are you telling me Caucasian white people are minorities and marginalized? Is that what you're saying right now? Prejudice, discrimination, or antagonism. I'll give you that. Cool, no problem. But you got to read the rest of it. You can't just stop there. Let's read the important part, the key part says typically one that is a minority or more marginalized. You got that part? I'm reading Stony, Montana. I'm reading the definition right here. You see? That's the definition right here. See? The YouTuber says 50 or Tupac. Yeah, we can move on for this conversation. Tupac all day. Without Tupac, there is no 50. Without Tupac, there is no 50. You understand? Jerky said, "You ever seen The Wire?" Yeah, I seen The Wire. I know Poop from The Wire. Trey Chaney. I know Poop. I've seen The Wire though. The Wire is one of my favorite shows. Razor says Google race and intelligence. No, because that's just a BS talking point saying that black people have lower IQs than other groups. I did a video on that a month or two ago. Ain't nobody trying that shit. Do dilly do typically does not mean it's required. Knock it off. You playing word games. Hey Razor, I just Googled it, dog. What are you talking about? Razor, what do you want me to Google, sir? What do you want me to Google? I have no problem being transparent on here, man. But I got a bunch of Tupac songs I like. I got a bunch of Tupac songs I like. The YouTuber. Y'all make sure y'all hit that like button, hit the subscribe button. Asians are also House '07 says Asians are also discriminated against a lot. But when Biden brought BTS, he took the initiative to launch campaign to respect Asian friends. That's what they thank you. Yes, they put into effect the Asian hate crime bill. Why didn't we get an Asian hate crime bill? I'm glad you said that. We got an honest Asian in here, man. If you're Asian, I don't know if you're Asian or not. House, are you Asian? I'm sorry. I don't know why I said that. Where's Razor? Google prognatheism. Okay, cool, no problem. Let's Google it. Let's Google it, dog. Prognatheism. Okay, so is an extension or bulging or protrusion of a lower jaw. What is that supposed to do, dog? I don't understand. I don't know what that means. I don't know why we did that. Why did you have me Google that? Oh, it says, what race has prognatheism? The manufactural nature of the mandala prognatheism makes it difficult to study and understand. As low as 1% in Caucasians, but as high as 15% in the Asian population. I'm not interested in that conversation, dog. I don't care about that. What does that have to do with anything? What does that have to do with anything? Jerky says Diddy or R. Kelly, man. You can't really compare them. One's a singer and one is a record executive / artist. Diddy's not a singer, dog. Trigger said, bro, you said I was confusing racism with prejudice. Then I told you to pull up the discrimination up, and it's the same thing, which voids your point. Also, do you know where the word slave? Yes, slave come from Slav, the Slavic people. But listen, no matter what you say, bruh, it doesn't dispel the facts, okay? You know, just like I know what it is out here, all right? So we ain't gotta keep going back and forth and arguing. That's an everlasting argument. Your job is to deny racism, you dig? No, that conversation is just a weak conversation, dog. Like, what are we even talking about? I forgot what the conversation was about. Razor says victim mindset is easier than learning. What is the truth, sir? Let me guess. The truth is that there's no racism, that black people are racist. Like, what is it? What is the truth, man? Get to the point. Get to the point, man. Fuego Vision said, just let it go, my guy. Yeah, I'm trying to let it go. He keeps going on. Trigger said, you want money. No, we demand reparations. Ash Utash Sin says, brother, Trump or Biden? I'm for neither, but if I had to choose, it would be Donald Trump. If I had to choose. Trigger says the truth goes both ways. So what you're trying to do right now is you're trying to make a scenario that there's racism that comes from the black community. I'm gonna say there's maybe instances of prejudice. Okay, racism is a system, dog. You understand that prevents. I don't like the word minority, but it prevents people, specifically black people. Okay, and you can ask the people who are redlined. You can ask the people who uh who go through this daily on a daily basis. All right, we've never hated anybody because of the color of their skin. We've never. That's not our history. You understand? Foundational black Americans, let me say this to you. Foundational black Americans, we have always been the moral compass. We've always been the people that have tried to love and get along with everybody. You dig? That's just how we get down. You know what I mean? So it's never the case with us, man. That's not the case with us. Trigger says, man, slavery started in Africa. I am not African, sir. I'm a foundational black American. Let me ask you, Trigger, where's your family from? Where's your family from, Trigger? Where'd they immigrate from? Jerky says, hello, boy, you're a boy. Okay. You see, you don't see anybody in here talking about cracker or being racist towards white people, do you? You don't see that in here today, but you see people calling people boys and the N-word. Jack the Reaper says, black people can be just as prejudiced, and a lot are. This is just facts. But all races do and always have throughout history. Y'all try to make the two equate. It just doesn't happen, man. If somebody calls you a name, that has no comparison on real racism. Somebody called you a name, okay, or something of that sort. It's nothing. It won't go any further than calling you a name. Razor says he doesn't have the software to understand how he creates his own hurdles. I don't know. I know, listen, I'm already prepared. I know you guys do not want, y'all hate when this topic comes up. You would like a black man to say there is no racism. We need to stop complaining. Racism is over. It was so far away. I know that's what y'all would like to happen, but there's still people out here that's going to acknowledge the truth. We're going to acknowledge the past. We're going to acknowledge history. We're going to tell the truth on here, man. You dig? It's uncomfortable. I know. I know it's uncomfortable. The YouTuber says Tupac and Tupac, they the same. Okay. Dude says racism will always exist. Always. It will always exist, man. Unfortunately. It is what it is, though. When I walk out of my house, man, I still experience racism. I went to a restaurant the other day with my kids and my girl, and I walked in the restaurant, and this happens on a weekly basis. I walk in a restaurant, and, you're supposed to have good service, man. And yeah, I believe it's a racial thing, but I walked up and the dude at the counter, I said, "How you doing?" And he just looked at me and gave me this funny ass look. And I go through that at least once a week. You dig? Hey, look, we didn't make it up. I'm just explaining what it is, dog. You know what I mean? Nah, I ain't tripping. I've lived with it for all my life, so it ain't no big deal. I got more than one smoke detector, homie. I got a smoke detector in every room. Razor said, look up blacks and smoke detectors. Razor says, your ego got that victim mindset. No, it doesn't. Look at me. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something about me, man. Right? Just because somebody is acknowledging injustice, okay, doesn't mean I'm playing a victim. I'm just acknowledging my experience. I'm far from a victim, okay? Are we victims of a global white supremacy? Absolutely. You're not going to agree with that neither, but we are. Yeah, yeah, I mean, that's just what it is. But if you knew me in real life, I don't play a victim. I'm just acknowledging what's real, dog. You know what I'm saying? Jerky asked, do you eat chitlins? I used to, dog. I used to. I try to stay away from that. Trigger said, no, you're not just acknowledging it. You're asking for money of people. No, we're not asking, we're demanding. So look, y'all, we got to talking about reparations because somebody asked me who I'm voting for. And then somebody asked me, can we just come together? Right? I and a lot of foundational Black Americans, we have requirements of what we want for our vote. Reparations is at the top of the list. Okay. So what I did was I asked American Roadrunner, I said, hey, yes, let's come together. But we're demanding reparations. Are you still willing to stand with me? And surprisingly, he said he was. So that's how we got to talking about this. If you don't ask for our vote, you won't hear anything about reparations. We're demanding that from people that are asking for our vote. You understand? Jerky said, you not even black. Cannabis Outdoors says, how much they want, they steal Nikes from my store every day. They good. Who steals Nikes from your store? And why do they have to steal Nikes from your store? Razor said, did you guys write a bill and call Congress? I want you to go look this up, Razor. Go look up Reparations Task Force in California. And I want you to let me listen closely because you're in the dark. A lot of y'all are not up to speed. There was a reparations bill being introduced to the floor in Sacramento, and what happened was it got blocked by what's the dude's name? Not DeSantis. What's the Gavin Newsom? Do you know who took the bill up to the floor? A white Republican took the reparations bill up to the floor. So yeah, it's reparations task force all over America. New York, California, Atlanta, and other places. North Carolina. Marcus says, vote for Kamala. Black people have the most to gain from going with our own. She's not our own, dog. What are you talking about? Marcus, she told us that she's not going to do anything for black people. Why are you calling her your own? Do we have to pull the tape up where she was asked, what is she going to do specifically for black people? She said, she's not going to do, she said, I'm not going to do anything. I'm not going to sit here and say, I'm going to do anything for black people specifically. That's what she said. Why are you calling her your own? I don't know what the hell Trigger talking about. I already said Tupac, huh? Tupac over Biggie all day. Tupac over everybody, dog. Richard Andrew Crosby she said she's going to be president for all Americans. That includes blacks. No, yeah, that's what she said. But she also was asked, what are you going to do specifically for black people? She said she's not going to do anything specifically for black people. That's all I need to hear. Because let me tell y'all something. Y'all know why? That's all I need to hear. Because she would never say, listen close to me, Richard. She would never say, I'm not doing anything specifically for the LGBTQ. She would never say, I'm not doing anything specifically for immigrants. She would never say that. But she had no problem saying that about us. And we're watching them do things specifically for specific groups. Okay? So we're not gonna play word games, man. Marcus says she can't say anything other than that. She represents the moderate whites as well. The same bullshit, dog. Y'all just say the same thing, man. Yeah. Robin B. Stewart says, Pac, there's no comparison. There's nothing compared to Tupac, dog. You understand? Tupac is the GOAT, and that's all it is. Marcus says, better her than Trump, racist ass. See, that's the same BS, dog. Did y'all hear the clip when Donald Trump was talking about Michael Jackson? Donald Trump said, Michael Jackson used to play with my kids. He said, I have beautiful kids. Michael used to play with them all the time. He said Michael was not guilty of these things. That's from Donald Trump. I used to think Donald Trump was racist. But after doing my research, I'm not gonna say he's not racist, but he's not the way y'all trying to make it out the scene. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's a Democratic talking point where they say, oh, Donald Trump's racist. No, we're not falling for the boogie, man. That's something they tell you, Negroes, so you'll vote for them. And you gotta be smarter than that, dog. You gotta be smarter than that. Jerky is lunching on here. God damn it, Jerky. Richard Andrew Crosby says, do you want a president for all Americans or a president for certain groups? Richard Andrew, I want a president for all Americans, but each group in America is asking and demanding things for their vote. Am I wrong? Am I wrong? As an American, we have the right to vote for people who are putting policies on the table for our communities, right? So you trying to slick talk me, man. I don't know why you trying to slick talk me, dog. Jack the Reaper says, give black people reparations. That's right, brother. Trigger said, you don't want playing word games. I don't know how I'm playing word games. Simpson says, shout out to the tellers. House 07 says, I feel that Megan Stallion is a very beautiful woman, although she is criticized as ugly for being black. Nah, Meg Stallion, I ain't got no problem with Meg, man. American Roadrunner says, you should never say you're going to do for one group. Bruh, well, they're clearly doing for individual groups. They have no problem saying we're gonna send $4 trillion over to Israel. American Roadrunner, they have no problem saying we're gonna send $4 trillion over to Israel. We're gonna send 100 million over to Ukraine. That's an individual group. Is that you? Is that me? Is that Mexicans? Is that Asians? No, it's Ukrainians. That's specific people. See, y'all get on here and try to play games, man. Trigger says, telling people that racism and prejudice are two different things. They're reading the definition saying it's the same. No. Okay, cool. No problem. You got me, dog. You got me. But in actuality, prejudice, listen to me, prejudice by itself is one thing. To prejudge is one thing. But you clearly saw the definition for racism had a lot more things entailed in the definition. I can be prejudiced and I can prejudge a cat. I can prejudge a cat. I can say that cat looks dirty. Get it off my porch. Do you understand? The definition of racism goes a lot deeper than that. Yeah, no problem. Cannabis Outdoor says, you like white girls, right? What if I did, dog? I do. And I like all women. Armand says, what is your opinion about the Middle East? What about the Middle East? I don't have an opinion on the Middle East, dog. I don't have an opinion on the Middle East. Trigger said, don't even start that. Start what? I don't know what you're saying. Uday says, opinion on Israel and Palestine. My opinion on Israel and Palestine is that it's not my business. And I'm not even focused on, I'm not worried about it at all. Trigger says the middle, oh yeah, okay. Simpson says, did he do it? Did who do what? Rachel Lewis says, where you live? I live in Maryland. Hey, y'all do me a favor, man. Hit the like button and hit the subscribe button. June 5th, Newark says, other races been getting help from the government. Now black people asking for help. Now it's a problem. Bro, let me tell you. Absolutely. All other groups have been getting the help. Remember the bailouts? Y'all remember when all the companies got bailed out in the recession? Right? They got money, right? They had funds to save their businesses, trillions of dollars. But like you said, my brother, as soon as we ask for something, oh no, the economy's bad. Oh no, you're begging. Oh no, pull yourself up by the bootstraps. Oh no, stop being lazy. Come on, man. Trigger says black people getting help from government like a MF. Man, hey Trigger, listen to this. I live in Western Maryland. I live in a town called Cumberland, Maryland. I want you to look it up. I had no idea that white folks live like this until I moved out here. You can't tell me, oh, black folks getting help like a mother. Bruh, if you come to this town, you will see that it is a small town in the mountains, right? And majority of the white people get help, okay? It's just a fact, dog. So, and it's towns like this all over America. Sir G says, you will be cool with it if the world burns down. No, absolutely not. I got kids, man. I want my kids to live in a prosperous country. I don't want it to burn down. Trigger says, bro, should have a look at Australia. Jerky said, what's your take on people sticking to their own race? That's a tricky question, man. I think people should do whatever makes them happy. You understand? I think that I'm gonna use my kids for instance. When they grow up, I want them to do what makes them happy, man. Life is short. You understand? So, you know, if they meet somebody that is Asian or whatever the case, if they like that person, if that's a good person for them, go ahead, man. Rock out with them. Rock out with them, man. Do what makes you happy. Jerky asks, how wide is my gap? Why are you asking things like that, dog? Like, what? Come on, man. Richard Brady says, do you think Israel will take the United States into World War III? I'm going to be honest, Richard. I'm not that up to speed on Israel, dog. I'm going to just be honest. American Roadrunner, top. Do you like any white people? Absolutely, man. Man, I got some of my best friends are white people, man. You know what I'm saying? I got Mexicans. I got, Jamaicans. I do business with everybody. I have no problem, dog. I mean, like, come on, man. Just because I'm saying what I'm saying does not make me not like any group of people. You know what I'm saying? Robin B. Stewart, the funny thing about race is we are all of the same race, different levels of melanin, but yes, bleed red. Simpson says, jerky, I think people should stick to their own race. Y'all hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, man. I got Muslim friends, absolutely. That's my man right there. You see that? You know that name, don't you? You a Muslim, you know that name. Najee. I grew up with Muslims, man. I grew up with Muslim friends. You know what I'm saying? Broke Bob says, okay. All right. Yes, I got Muslim friends and family. Day says, who will win, Jake Paul or Mike Tyson? Man, shit. It's hard to tell, man. And the way things are now, things are fixed. Things are set up. You just never know. Broke Bob said, Brother Mazone? Nah, I don't know Brother Mazone. That's from the Wide, dog. I don't know Brother Mazone. I have no clue, bro. I mean, you never know, man. It's a good possibility that fight is fixed, man. It's a very good possibility that fight is fixed. Cannabis. I'm gonna go with the thought, dog. I'm gonna go with the thought. Robin Stewart said Tyson won't be cleared to fight Paul medically, but we know if Tyson stops eating psychedelics. Jack the Reaper asks, you think a lot of sports is rigged? Absolutely. Absolutely. That's why I don't even waste my time, man. I don't even waste my time with the sports. Muhammad, come on, man. Be respectful when you come in here. Armand is asking about John Johns. I don't know who John Johns is. Uh, Jack the Reaper, you feel like the betting is a way to get some bread or it's a scam? Man, I couldn't tell you, bro. Carl asks, is Puffy gonna get out or is he cooked, man? To be honest with you, I think the it's leaning more towards he's cooked. But Puffy has a lot of money to play with, to fight with. He does still have some influence and power to fight with. So he could possibly make out. He could possibly make out. You Date says, when you get married? Armand asks, what's your opinion for on UFC? UFC, man, like I don't have an opinion because I don't watch it. Carl asks, do you think he's gonna snitch to get out? I think cooperation. To be honest, dog, listen, I don't think they're gonna give him a chance to snitch. Cause think about this, R. Kelly, who all was in who all was in it with R. Kelly? Nobody else went to jail behind R. Kelly. You understand? And that's kind of weird because there had to be people transporting, there had to be people that were complicit. But R. Kelly's the only one that went to jail. So I don't believe they're gonna give Diddy a chance to tell. I do believe there may be some more names coming to the surface. I don't believe they'll be charged because they want Diddy. Diddy's the big fish here. Unless he has something major that's gonna blow the lid off the whole situation, they want Diddy. They're gonna give everybody immunity. They're gonna give everybody immunity just to get Sean P. Diddy Combs. American Road Runner, I appreciate that, homie. Alexander, would you? Okay, all right, man. Let me stop. Let me stop. I gotta be careful reading these comments. Yeah, they're not gonna. I don't think any cooperation is gonna help Diddy. He's the target. He's the big fish. Kim Help, do you support the LGBTQ? Absolutely, man. Absolutely. I support. I don't support anything that's sexually promoted to kids. I don't support that. But anybody with a different lifestyle, that's on them, man. I have no problem with anybody. You know what I mean? Alex Gomez, I like your hat. Thank you, homie. Richard Brady says if P Diddy was transporting for R Kelly, J. Okay, all right. Nah, absolutely. American Road Runner. Yeah, man. We'll get back into it. We'll get back into it. I want to bring some people up on the stage one day, man. I gotta find some time, get on my computer, bring people up on the stage so y'all can have y'all say and get it off your chest so we can have an intelligent conversation. Tank says he's tapping in from Jerusalem. Much respect. Much respect to you, man. Make sure you hit the subscribe button. Make sure you hit the like button. Isadora Intil says we look alike, T Top Flight. Do we? Where you from, Isadora? Shanto says, tell me one thing. What's the difference between black and white people? Well, to be fair, man, there are differences. Okay, let's start here. Let's start with dancing. Okay, can we? Do you agree? Do you agree that there is differences in dancing ability? I'm not saying all black people can dance, and I'm not saying all white people can't dance. Because I know some white people that get down, and I know some black people that got two left feet. But we can start there. The cultures are different, right? Don't we have different cultures? The history is different. Our histories are different, right? There are differences. I'm gonna check your profile picture out, dog. I hope you ain't steal my pictures, dog. Is a door. I don't want it to strike your channel. Base says cousins, not siblings. Tank says we was here first. Shanto says the only difference between black and white people is black people have 18-inch and white. Okay, I don't even want to get into all that. YouTube is wild, man. YouTube is a wild place, I tell you. But look, I gotta get ready to get my kids, man, from school. I appreciate y'all for tapping in. We've had a long one today, dog. It's been almost 2 hours. But nah, I appreciate y'all for rocking and rolling with me, man. It's been a great discussion today. Look, I hope everybody has a good weekend. Enjoy yourself. Go do something that makes you happy, man. Go take a walk in the woods. You dig? Go do something with your kids. Go get some money, dog. Like let's have a great weekend. I gotta work, unfortunately. I ain't gonna say I'm grateful that I have work. You dig? But yeah, let's have fun, man. Y'all have a good night. Trigger, peace. Undisputed, peace. Stony, peace. Everybody, Tank, everybody, peace. Y'all have a good one, man.